Rule number 5, which should actually be rule number 1. If you see a woman who has a lot going for her and you're not ready to add value to her life, leave her alone. Trust me when I say the window of opportunity will remain open if you stay her friend, versus if you approach her and you're not ready and then you screw it up. Now it's really a wrap. And trust me when I say women in their 30s are tired. We've seen it all. Remember, we're single by choice, so we have options. So it's simple. Just do exactly what you say you're gonna do. And don't slip. And of course, I'm not speaking for all women, but I do know I'm speaking for the majority of me and my friends, and I wanted to help you guys out. My last few experiences have been, well, subpar for the course. So, good luck.
And I want you guys to understand something just watching and listening to what she just said, right? Because she said a mouthful. However, you have to understand these rules that these chicks who are over the age of 30 make are for the beta provisioners, okay? They are for the Brads of the world, the non-Chads, okay? They are not for the guys, the bad boys that come in the middle of the night that, you know, bang them. No, those guys don't have to play by any rules. Those guys make up their own rules. Matter of fact, the girl is essentially living by his rules. Okay, not the other way around. So when you hear these DGs over 30 talking like this, you have to understand who these rules are for, right? Because Chad never had to play by these rules, no, right? He never had to play by these rules, and he still got her. But you know who does have to play by these rules? You do, little man. You do. Okay, not only are you going to be putting in all the effort that Chad didn't have to put in, not only are you going to be paying for all the bills that Chad didn't pay for, not only are you going to be having to do all the driving that Chad never had to do, like had to waste his gas or anything like that, but you are going to have to constantly just live your life around this chick. That is something that Chad never had to do, right? She was just a side chick to Chad, right? He was just one of her side chicks. He was putting her in his little situationship, and he had her wrapped around his finger, wrapped around his thumb, right? And the second he called, boom, she texts right back. She texts him. Does he text back? No, right? Because he's Chad. I'm going to text you back. I'll text you back when I have time. However, once these chicks have been all used up in their 30s by all these bad men, and they finally come to the realization that their looks are fading and they can no longer get the same attention that they used to, because now there are women who are 18 to 20 who are taking all that attention from them. It's only now that they're forced to just go, okay, I have to lower my standards just a bit, and I have to find that beta provisioner who will help pay my bills and be emotionally stable and be there to listen to all my nonsense and all my hogwash that how I need this as a woman, or I need that as a woman. Yeah, it's once these chicks cross that magic 3-0 that they're like, okay, time to get real here. I need a man who's going to come home at night and help me wipe out my my debt here. That is when they'll be like, okay, I'll look for that man, but he's got to follow all these requirements. He's got to follow all these requirements because of all the bad boys that have screwed me over. So now you have to pay for their mistakes. I don't think so, right? I don't think so. And this is why I keep telling you guys, do not date these damaged females over the age of 30. Once they cross over to the 3-0, that tells you everything you need to know, right? If she did not lock down that guy before the night before she turned 30, that's it. All bets are off. She turns back into a pumpkin, okay? And she no longer gets the princess fantasy because she herself chose not to cash it in, right? She could have had the princess fantasy, but she herself chose that she did not want that in her 20s. It was more important for her to ride the carousel, bang all these bad dudes, and then now that she's running out of power and she's lost her power, oh yeah, now that's the time that I need to get serious and find, the guy. Now that I've had my fun. No, don't be her sucker, guys. Don't be her sucker. Don't be that beta, man. I teach you better than that. Go for the younger women who have not screwed up, who don't have, have not racked up this ridiculous amount of guys that she slept with, what do they call it? The body count. Yeah. Don't. Okay. Don't even deal with it, because I mean, she said herself in her little rant there, she said, we women who are 30, we're tired. I bet you're tired. Of course you're tired. You're tired of all these first dates. You're tired of guys just coming over after the club lets out and then banging you and then leaving. You're tired of, chasing guys around. You're tired of being flaked on. You're tired of being ghosted. I'll bet you're tired. I have no doubts there. I completely believe her. But why would you want to deal with a girl like that, right? Where now you have to pay for Chad's mistakes. And any of you dudes who are going to date these chicks who are over the age of 30, that's what you're going to be doing. Every time she poison drips you, every time she starts little fights with you, every time she starts complaining about things you do, remember, you're paying for Chad's mistakes. You're putting in the effort that Chad did not have to put in. Okay, that's a bum deal, fellas. That is a bum deal. Why would you even want to expose yourself to that type of unless you're a masochist, right? I mean, that type of torture. It's not worth it. That's why these chicks who are 30, she said, what's funny, she said, understand, gentlemen, we are single by choice. No, you're not single by choice. You're single because you have to be single right now, because you didn't cash it in earlier when you were younger, when you were more fertile. Right? You chose not to cash it in. So now you're not single by choice. You're single because you have to be single, because your requirements are just too high. Nobody can fulfill them. Nobody wants to fulfill them. And so you're kind of at a loss at this point. So anyway, let's roll on to the next clip. Another 30-year-old. I'm sure you'll enjoy this one.
Dear future husband, a life with me won't be easy. Past trauma has taught me to guard my heart. I talk back and I stand up for myself. My feelings are easily hurt. I overthink everything, often believing the worst case scenario. I'll need you to be very straightforward and honest with me.
Another chick who's been used and abused, who's been completely burned throughout her 20s by the terrible men that she chose to date, the terrible men that she chose to let between her legs. Okay, and I've always said over and over, notice a constant theme with these girls, right? First off, they're not dime pieces. However, they're good looking enough to get good men, right? There are plenty of good men out there that would have foolishly wifed these girls up. And I'm sure they had those offers, right? These are the same girls who had just a line of men offering to give them the world back in the day. Did they take up that offer? No, right? They stayed out there, got in all of these, just emotionally damaging situations with these bad men that they chose to date, and now here they are, well into their 30s, 3 decades into their life, unmarried, unwed, still single, and still on the carousel. Okay, you saw this chick right here just talk about, I need a man who's going to be able to put up with my emotional trauma. I've been hurt. I talk back. I run around behind your back, but you have to love me anyway. No, absolutely not. You're crazy, right? You're crazy. Why? What man would subject himself to that insanity, right? And you can tell, just from her tats alone, and that's a huge red flag in itself. Right, in itself. But this is what you're going to deal with, guys, when you date these women that didn't cash it in their 20s. Okay? Because good women, the good women out there, they do not remain single into their 30s. They cash in their chips. And the reason why they cash in their chips is because they know the longer they stay out there, the worse it gets. And not only that, but a lot of these chicks who are good women don't want to ride like an assortment of dudes their entire lives. They want just to find one guy who becomes their husband, who they can have a family with, and they could just be with, right? Whereas these chicks who stay out there, they'll just continue to rack up more and more emotional baggage, more mental damage, more psychiatric problems that you're going to have to deal with, right? Like I said, for these, you're dating these chicks over 30, guess what? Every time she acts out, that's her punishing you for mistakes, not that you made, but that Chad made. You got to keep paying for his mistakes. Only a fool would sign up for that.
I just need y'all to know something. I ain't built for no soft man. I'm mouthy, I talk back, and I don't listen. Honey, you get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit. Oh, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
And she just told you point blank exactly what type of person she is, right? A lot of these damaged females are going to tell you point blank exactly what you're getting yourself into, you know. And the scary thing is a lot of you guys still go ahead and jump into it. Oh, I'll just bang her. I'll just like have sex with her. Yeah, and then you knock that chick up and then you're stuck. I've seen it happen over and over and over. And I'm telling you guys, don't even bother. Okay, don't waste your time and don't put yourself at risk, especially if you're a guy who has a future, right? Or if you're a guy who is anybody in this world and you are a high value guy. Of course, you know, you want to avoid these chicks at all costs. This is why high value guys generally go for younger women, right? But these are the type of mouthy, loud, obnoxious, pain in the asses that you are going to be dating out there when you choose to date women over the age of 30. Okay, it's not worth it. I can't say that enough. And these chicks, don't feel bad for them, by the way, because they themselves put themselves in these situations, right? It's nobody else's fault but their own. They put themselves in these situations, okay? It's not, I know society loves to blame men, or they love to blame, you know, the patriarchy, or they love to blame everyone else but the woman. But I will tell you right now that these chicks, they were the ones who chose to stay out there in the dating wastelands and not settle down when they could have. But now it's too late. So now they will forever be cursed and doomed to stay on the dating apps, trying to get any dudes they can off of that. And it's sad. It's sad. As always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, anything I might have missed, please drop them in the comments below. And I will see you there. Always love to see you guys, my comments. I always love to read your comments. So please feel free to drop your comments below. So, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it for the DeLorean. Smash that like button below for the DeLorean. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay? Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm because they're definitely not helping me anymore. I need your help. So subscribe to my channel. Share my videos with your buddies. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, stainless steel pill content, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all over the world are out there approaching and closing every single day, every single week, no matter what type of racial divisions going on in the world, no matter what type of virus is going on in the world, we are out there making things happen 24/7, just living our lives and having fun and taking no prisoners. And I want you to be a part of that. Okay? Life is short. I want you to be part of it. I want you to learn how to do it. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons in 7 Months to Mastery, which is a very, very, very valuable program. I highly recommend you join. It's only $1 for the entire first month of content, so take advantage of it. and it only takes 2 seconds to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.